Okay, so let's get it started already. Um, Hi and welcome, firstly, everyone. I hope that everyone is doing well. Welcome to another stream on my channel for deadline stream for Gaming 35 of Fantasy Premier League. How are you? Thanks for joining the stream so early. Good evening, everyone, or good morning, depending from which country you are. Obviously, yeah, I'm just gonna wait to see if more people are gonna turn up into the stream. Then we can discuss a little bit about my team, about your team if you want. Discuss any options, maybe some transfer dilemmas you have. But yeah, firstly, please let me know if everything is working well. If you can hear me loud enough. And yeah, hopefully the stream is not lagging anymore. It looks okay to me. Hi and welcome, Abed Nigo Padayash. Sorry for pronouncing your name probably wrong. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. How are you? Hey, Denis, good to have you back. Well done on your ranking in FPL. Yeah. Uh, Luckily for me, I think that this is the best overall rating I had in FPL ever. So yeah, a good time to be back also making FPL content. Now hopefully it's also helpful for you. Also that's my purpose. Obviously, I'm trying to help other people yeah, if I can, obviously. Now yeah, guys, please let me know how are you tonight. We're gonna start a poll in a minute to see, because we have some decisions to make in this gaming. I think that it's really tough to make a ranking of the best captaincy options, because I think that a lot of players are really good this gaming, and that's also the part where I struggle myself. Uh, I struggle myself this gaming to choose a captain. Honestly, I'm just going back and forth between Isak, Marmoush, Mbeumo. There are a lot of good captaincy options this gaming, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where I'm gonna land. But yeah, hi Murshid Shah, thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciated. How are you? Uh, yeah. Uh, Yeah, I mean, my rank is really good at the moment. Now, obviously, you need to have some luck in this game. So let's just jump straight to it now. Obviously, I made some good decisions this year, and that really helped me. But also, you need to be on the good part, uh, on the luck, obviously, because if you're just making good decisions, that doesn't really guarantee you a good rank or something like that. I'm inside 2K at the moment, but uh, it's not a guaranteed. You can drop off really quick in FPL. Hi Pression ready. Hi Rahul. Yeah, thank you so much guys for joining the stream. I'm gonna show you my team in a second. I didn't make my transfers yet. I mean, probably I'm just gonna make one transfer, and probably you know it already. Hi Denis. Well, hope you are good too. All the best for the run in. Yeah, thank you so much. Sadly for everyone, and for me maybe, that this season of FPL it's uh, almost finished. So yeah, not much to do at the moment. Let's just move to my team now. Yeah, this is how my team is currently lining up, but obviously I didn't use my transfer. And yeah, as you expect, probably I'm just gonna sell Bukayo Saka to Mbeumo, and at the moment I'm leaning towards captaining Mbeumo. Now, yeah, I think that, as you can see at the moment, the captain armband is on Marmoush. I think that there are a lot of really good captaincy options. You could argue that Marmoush is the best one, Isak is the best one. Yeah, I want to go. One thing I know at the moment is that I want to go against Mohamed Salah. Now, probably some people still are going to captain him. I think that he's gonna start playing close to 90 minutes. Against Chelsea away, obviously the fixture is not great, but yeah, if you want to captain Salah, I don't see a problem in that, but I want to go against him. At least that I can do. Now, obviously, I don't want to go super different because I want to play it a little bit safe, considering my rank at the moment. Now, yeah, if I was chasing or something like that, maybe I wouldn't captain Mbeumo. Now, yeah, I think that Marmoush is a really good option. Haaland is not in training at the moment. Uh, I still have some decisions to make because the thing with, as you can see at the moment, I'm starting Raya and Kivior, but I'm not sure if that's gonna stay. Uh, because I don't know, I'm not, to be honest with you, I just have a feeling Arsenal are gonna concede in this game. Obviously, everyone knows that Arsenal are gonna rotate a lot in this game against Bournemouth, but they they are still gonna play players like Raya, Saliba, Kivior, Ben White, which are really good players, obviously. So their defense, I think, it's not gonna be so much affected of the rotation. Uh, and they are still a good defense, Arsenal. So I don't mind playing double Arsenal defense, but I am just thinking if it's not a better idea to just play Martinez instead of Raya to try to spread the risk a little bit. And obviously that's because I think that Aston Villa have a good chance of keeping a clean sheet against Fulham at home. So that's also playing in my mind. Other than that, I could play Livramento instead of Kivior and just play Raya, but at the moment I'm just preferring to play Martinez. If I wanna, obviously I could just go without any Arsenal defenders if I think that Arsenal are gonna concede, but I'm just not sure I can do that because a lot of people have Arsenal defenders in their team, so not sure if I can do that. I think that Livramento is also a good option. Now I'm not seeing a clean sheet in that game also, so that's the thing. Maybe you could argue that Livramento is a more attacking defender than let's just switch Livramento and Konate because I'm not gonna play Konate against Chelsea away. That's for sure. So let's just save the team like this. Yeah, Livramento. I think that he's a fine option to now. Obviously, Kivior scored a goal for me. 2 game weeks ago, I think. I don't think that suddenly he's going to be a goal threat. Now, obviously, we know that Arsenal are good from set pieces, from corners, but I'm not relying on Kivior to score some goals. So that's the thing. Yeah, at the moment, I'm leaning towards playing just one Arsenal defender, but please let me know what would you do in my position. Now consider obviously that you're at my rank 1k and 400 inside top 2k. So what would you do? Would you uh, play with double Arsenal defense maybe to be a little bit more safe because the ownership of Arsenal defense is a lot higher than Aston Villa defense? But yeah, hi Dope, hi FPL Boo Boo, thank you so much for joining the stream. Elanga or Murphy, bench whom? Now, Nottingham Forest are playing against. Which one is it? I forgot. So Crystal Palace away. Uh, yeah, so Elanga against Crystal Palace away or Murphy against Brighton. Obviously, if you are sure that both of them are going to get regular minutes, I would prefer to play Elanga. I know that Murphy scored a lot of points in the last games, but still, I don't think that he's a explosive player or something like that. I don't think that that's going to continue a lot. Now, if you want to play it safe, then you just play Murphy. If you're chasing, if you want to go a little bit different, I would play Elanga. Now, obviously, with Elanga, you have that risk. Uh, he's not getting 90 minutes every game week, and he's also benched in some game weeks, but I just prefer Elanga to Murphy. That's just my opinion. Obviously, it really depends on your team, on your strategy. If you're chasing, if you want to play it safe. Uh, so yeah, Murphy's ownership is a lot more higher than Elanga, so it really depends. I think that the fixtures are similar. Brighton away, Crystal Palace away. I don't think that's such a big difference between the fixtures. So yeah, it's really close there. What is your plan? My plan at the moment is to. I have one free transfer, as you can see, so I probably will just sell Bukayo Saka to Mbeumo. The thing is, I I like the idea of keeping Bukayo Saka for the last two game weeks against Newcastle and Southampton away in game week 38. That would be great because probably he's gonna be one of the best captaincy options and also a differential at that point. So I would really love to keep Saka just for that gaming 38, and I could bench him for this gaming, but I don't have other route to buy Mbeumo. That's the problem because I have just 0.8 millions in the bank, so I can't sell Sar to Mbeumo, I can't sell Rogers and also Savinho because I would do that if I could. Elanga played 90 minutes yesterday, not sure if he plays 90 minutes again against Palace. Yeah, that's the thing. Dope. You're not gonna be sure about Elanga. If you wanna play it safe, as I said before, just play Murphy. I think that he's okay now. Obviously, at some point, I think that Gordon is going to start a game for Newcastle. Now, that could be also for Murphy or for Barnes, so we're not sure about that now. But obviously, at the moment, Murphy is more secured of a start than Elanga. Hi Leox, hi Mahi. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream. Won J Hung, hi. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciated. So, which gaming would be ideal to play bench boost? Now, obviously, you have Raya Areola, Munoz Guardiol, Kivior, Digne, Nico Williams. Uh, I would obviously the best week to play your bench boost is when you have a good bench, uh, and that's also in the present. But you need to ask the question when will you have a better bench to use the bench boost. Now, obviously, now you have Bukayo Saka, some players who I think that are gonna be rotated. I don't think that Bukayo Saka is going to start against Bournemouth, so you could just wait. If bench boost is your only chip available, you could just wait a little bit more to see if Arsenal are going to be out of the Champions League, or at least to see if they're going to go through to the final. Because I would like to play your bench boost when you know Bukayo Saka is going to start. So that's my advice here. Take -4 to replace Mateta with Wissa or Watkins. Now that's the thing. I could do also that. Now in my case, obviously, I don't want to take a -4 because 4 points means a lot at my rank, and if I were to take that -4, I would drop a little bit. Now, obviously, I think that Wisa is a better pick than Mateta for this gaming, but also for the season until the end of the season. But I don't think that for this game week in particular, I think that Mateta is fine. I know that he's not getting 90 minutes every game week. He's not performing amazingly at the moment, but I think that in particular, Crystal Palace players are okay to keep for this game week. I don't think that they are going to be rotated or something like that. So, yeah, if you're chasing, maybe take that -4. But if you're okay with your rank, you need to ask also the question, is Wisa going to outscore Mateta in gaming 35 by more than 4 points to be worth the hit at least to, yeah. So that's the question. I prefer to not take the hit. But yeah, if you want to go, I think that's a fine transfer. Obviously, not no problem with that. So Mahim, you deleted your message. Hi Devaria Ray, hi Ryan C. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream so early. Really appreciated. Um, Hi Alex, also Alexov. I'm gonna try to answer all the questions, guys, so don't worry. Maybe I'm taking a little bit my time to answer your questions, but I'm really trying to answer all the questions. So whom to triple captain? Uh, as I said before, it's really tough to just captain a player this game because there are a lot of good options. Now, there isn't a standing captaincy option this gaming. there isn't one player who you just know that, yeah, Salah plays against Leicester at home. Yeah, it's easy, just captain Mohamed Salah. Now you have Marmoush, you have Isaac, you have Mbeumo, you have even Bowen if you want to go for him. Now, even Salah, you can captain him obviously, but I would, at the moment, my, let's say, my top three ranking is Mbeumo, Marmoush, Isaac, something like that, but I'm not sure at the moment which player I'm gonna captain. So, uh, if you want to use your triple captain and if you don't really want to use it this gaming, you could just wait to play it on another player. Maybe you can just use it on Marmoush or Haaland in gaming 36 against Southampton. Maybe you can use it on Mohamed Salah in gaming 38 against Crystal Palace at home. Uh, Bukayo Saka against Southampton away in gaming 38. So I would be tempted to wait for the triple captaincy. But yeah, Marmoush, Mbeumo, Isak, from these three I would pick this gaming, but I'm not sure which one is the best. Mbeumo is going to be a little bit more popular. So if you don't want to go with the picks a lot of people are going to do, just Captain Marmoush or Isak, I think that they are going to be a little bit more of a differential maybe. Sorry for being late, no problem. The stream started also really early, so really happy guys. 20 people on the stream. It's just amazing. I really appreciate it, and thanks a lot for joining the stream. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a like. Subscribe to this channel if you like my content, if you want to see more. And yeah, thanks again. Is this week a right week to use Assistant Manager? I think yes. So FPL Bubu, as you can see, I put here some info and news, obviously, and some notes. If I had my assistant manager chip, I would be tempted to use it this week. Now, if it really depends if it's your last chip or if you have another chip available, because you could use it in gaming 35 or 36, because yeah, the assistant manager chip works for 3 gamings. Now, I would be tempted to play it on Glassner in gaming 35 because they're going to play against Nottingham Forest away, and that's a table bonus game. So I would be tempted to do that, and then to switch to Pep Guardiola for the next for 36 and 37. Or if you don't want to use a transfer on your assistant manager chip, I would just go Pep Guardiola. I know it's boring maybe a little bit, but City have great fixtures in the next 3 games. Uh, yeah, I think that he's predicted also to score the most points from all the managers. So do I take Mbeumo or Bowen for Saka? I think that Mbeumo is a better pick. Uh, Now, obviously, for this gaming, you could argue Bowen maybe is a better one, but I don't think that it's such a big difference between Manchester United at home and Spurs at home. Yeah, both teams are going to be in the Europa League final. They are going to rotate this gaming a little bit. Maybe Manchester United are going to rotate more than Spurs from what I saw from Amorim's press conference today. Uh, yeah, Mbeumo is on penalties. That's the thing you have on him, and Bowen is not because Paqueta is going to take them if he's on the pitch. Uh, for the last 4 games of the season, you could say that maybe West Ham have better fixtures a little bit than Brentford, but the fixtures for Mbeumo are also amazing. He's going to play against Ipswich, I think, next gaming. So I think that Mbeumo is overall a better pick than Bowen, but both are great this gaming. I wish I had both of them this gaming. Um, so which gaming is ideal to triple captain? As I said before, 38 Salah or Saka. Next gaming Marmoush or Haaland if he's fit. Uh, but maybe not this gaming. Is Bowen captain insane this gaming? I don't think that's insane. As I said before, there are a lot of good captaincy options. Now, this is a gaming where you can just go with whichever player you're just feeling, because the captaincy is going to be spread, I think, on Marmoush, Isaac, Mohamed Salah, Mbeumo, Bowen. Kevin De Bruyne is a great captaincy option also if he's going to start. So I don't think that's insane. Now, yeah, at my rank, I wouldn't do that if I had Bowen, but yeah, that doesn't mean you can't do it. Alex Alexov, hi Denis, have a nice day. Thank you so much, you too. Also, nice weekend, guys. What do you think about Murphy? change to Rogers or save Murphy in this game week? Um, change to Rogers. So I think that if you're asking me to transfer him, I wouldn't just sell Murphy to Rogers. I think that both of them are not really exciting picks. But if you're asking me whichever player to play, I would play Rogers instead of Murphy. Uh, but I would just keep Murphy this game week, honestly. Hi Zakaria, thank you so much for joining the stream. Beumo, Mateta, Saka, choose two. Two to play, Beumo and Mateta, that's easy. I think that Saka is going to be benched. Now, obviously, I could just be wrong, and Saka could just play, but I just think that there is no point in risking Bukayo Saka just before playing the second leg against PSG, where Arsenal could play close to 120 minutes. So I don't think that he's going to start against Bournemouth. Now, can he just came in from the bench and score two goals? Yeah, that's a totally possible outcome, I guess. Not many are talking about Kovacic's thoughts on Kovacic versus Sar. Yeah, I mean, I know that he's playing a lot of games, Won Jae Jung, but Kovacic is just not the type of player I'm really excited to play at all. Now, I I'm just going to give you my honest opinion. I think that I would just play Sar. Uh, I know that Kovacic has the better fixture against Wolverhampton, but also Wolverhampton played a lot more better in the last game weeks. So yeah, I don't think that. I think that I would play Sar, honestly. We know that Kovacic can score goals. He has great shooting ability, but he's just not the type of player I would play, honestly. That's just my opinion, obviously. Hi, Kedarnath, Rutravan. Hi, Chad Scott. Hi, Thomas Otto. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream. Really appreciated. Have only one transfer. What make sense? Saka Tumbeumo or anyone else? Saka Tumbeumo, I think that is going to be a really popular transfer this gaming. I don't have anything to argue with that. With Bukayo Saka, the thing is probably he's not going to start against Bournemouth, and next gaming he's going to play against Liverpool, which is going to be not so easy a fixture. Mbeumo is great. He's on penalties. He's playing 90 minutes every game. He on set pieces, on corners, all the good stuff. Uh, the fixtures are great from for Brentford. I think that it really makes sense to just sell Saka to Mbeumo. Now, if you have other player, maybe you want to sell, I would prioritize doing that than selling Saka. If you want to keep him, I think that he could be great for the last two game weeks of the season. If you have somebody, let's say like Rashford, and if you have the money to just upgrade to Mbeumo, I would do that, obviously. But if not, also in my case, for example, I don't have other route to buy Mbeumo, so I can't sell Sar, Roger, Savinho to Mbeumo, so that's why probably I'm going to end up selling Bukayo Saka, although I would love to keep him for the last game mix. Um, do I play Areola versus Spurs or play Henderson versus Nottingham Forest with Munoz? Also pick one from Kivior and Konsa. It's really tough because I haven't decided in my team if I want to play Raya or Martinez. To be honest with you, if you have two Arsenal defenders, maybe I would just lean towards playing Konsa instead of Kivior to spread the risk, but it really depends. I think that Kivior is going to start. Now, it really depends if you think Arsenal are going to keep a clean sheet against Bournemouth. Uh, that's the thing. And Areola versus Spurs. Uh, mm, I don't know. I think that I would play Henderson honestly against Nottingham Forest away, although you have Munoz. I just think that West Ham are going to concede against Spurs. That's my opinion at the moment. Would you take a hit for Wisa for Mateta or bench Mateta? Now, if you're asking, in my case, I talked a little bit about this. I prefer Wisa to Mateta, but I don't think that it's worth for me to take a hit to sell Mateta to Wisa, because I can just do that, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Maybe next game week I'm going to buy Wisa, but this game week I think that Mateta is fine to keep. I don't think that's such a big problem. So yeah, it really depends. If you're chasing, if you're happy to take the hit, then yeah, I think that Wisa is a much better pick for the last game weeks of the season than Mateta. In game week 37, probably Crystal Palace and Man City are going to rotate a little bit. So yeah, Wisa is definitely a better pick than Mateta for all the remaining games. Uh, so maybe it's worth to take the hit, but really depends if you wanna play it safe or take that risk. And if you think also that if Wisa is going to score more than 4 points than Mateta, Mateta could be also on penalties, guys. So let's not forget that. I know that he missed the last one, but there's that possibility also. Hi, Joel Fernandez. Thank you so much for joining the stream. How are you? Saka to De Bruyne. So Saka to KDB and Bruno to Mbeumo for -4. Good transfer. Uh, I think that Saka to Kevin De Bruyne is a nice transfer. Now, if you can, I would just wait to see if we're going to get any early team news from Manchester City, because there is that chance that Kevin De Bruyne is not going to start tonight. So in that case, I wouldn't buy him, obviously. But if you want to go a little bit different, if you're chasing, I think that Saka to Kevin De Bruyne makes sense. Bruno to Mbeumo, I think that Bruno Fernandes is going to start this game week. Now, we don't know that. We don't have a guarantee about that. But yeah, for the last game weeks of the season, I think that Bruno Tumbeumo is okay, even for -4, especially if you're planning to captain Mbeumo, then yeah, I think that's worth it, the -4. Okay, so let me just activate the countdown. So we're 2 hours from now on till the deadline. Okay, that's fine now. Hi Bashir Kadejo, thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciated. Rogers or Sar? That's a really a tough question. um, yeah, with Rogers, you know that he's going to play 90 minutes from what information we know at the moment. Sar has better underlying stats. He has better goal threat. The fixture is maybe a little bit better for Rogers. It really depends. If you have also Mateta, Munoz, Eze, maybe just go Rogers. But if not, I don't know. I just think that Sar is a better pick in general than Rogers. Now, obviously, this can backfire. It could happen. Rogers to just score some goals out of nowhere and Sar to blank. But in general, I think that if we're comparing them 1 versus 1, I think that Sar is a better pick. But it's really close there. Send my team over Twitter, have a look, and let me know your thoughts. Um, so as I said before, the Varia, I would do probably Saka Tumbeumo. You're going to play Saliba Munoz. Luis, hopefully we're gonna get a league for you if he's going to start or not. Somebody just subscribe and he's going to have a green arrow. Bashir Kadejo. Okay, thank you so much, man, for subscribing. Really appreciated. Uh, Hopefully I help you a little bit. Now, obviously, I'm not really sure about this answer personally for myself, because I think that both are great options. It really depends if you have a way to start both of them. Now, as I said before, my opinion, I would start probably Sar instead of Rogers, but it's really tough. It's a really tough question. So the Varia, yeah, I would play a 3-4-3. I would do Saka to Mbeumo, and yeah, just play one of Louis Burn depending if he's going to start. I really like that you have Watkins. I think that he's going to be a great option. for the last game weeks of the season. So yeah, I really like that. Okay, now I wanna see. As you may know, guys, we talked a little bit about double gamings in my videos, this gaming in the last gamings. Now, probably we're not going to have any more double gamings, sadly, this season. Now, obviously, in my case, for me, I don't have any remaining chips left. So, for me, it's a good thing that we're not going to have any more double gamings. But yeah, sadly, for all the people who have uh, other chips to play, there is a small chance that Spurs and Aston Villa are going to double in gaming 36, but pretty much that's all. It's just a really small chance. But let's see if we're going to have that announcement. Then I'm just going to let you know. Um, yeah, no news at the moment about doubles, about Man City starting lineup. I'm just going to hi Stanley Cutler, thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciated. Njaya captain if chasing points or too risky. I think that's a little bit too risky. Now, I think that you can find other captaincy options. Also, David Moyes just said that he's hopeful to have Dominic Calvert-Lewin back for this game week. Now, obviously, I don't think that DCL is going to start this game week, but I don't know if I would gamble with captaining an Everton attacker because, yeah, at some point Jai was a decent pick in FPL, but he's just not the pick who gives me a lot of trust. Now, if you're still chasing, I think that you have better players in your team to captain. Isak, Marmoush, all of these players are pretty good. Bench Saliba, Munoz, or Konsa. That's tough. I would say Thomas Otto if you don't have if you have a Raya in goal, maybe you can make a case to bench Saliba, although I don't really like it. If you don't have Raya in goal, I would just start Saliba and Munoz and bench Konsa. Uh, Hi Frank Golding, thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciated. And how are you? Also, pick two to start: Munoz, Konsa, Burn, Kivier. I would start Munoz for sure, and between Konsa, Burn, and Kivier, yeah. Again, if you have Raya, maybe just start Konsa. If not, I would. If you don't have any other Arsenal defender, I would just start Kivier. I think Burn against Brighton away. I don't think that the chances of a clean sheet are that high. So I don't think that I would start Burn. It's between Konsa and Kivier. Hi Kadiza Yasim, thank you so much for joining the stream. So you just share your team here. Who would you captain, bench, and who would you bring in? I'm thinking Marmoush, Mateta, Tuisa, or Roll. Now, a lot of people probably are going to ask me who I would captain. Now, I don't know who's going to be my captain in my team also at the moment because there are so many options. Probably Mbeumo for me. Now, if you have Mbeumo or if you're planning to buy him, probably just captain him if you want to go safe. If not, Marmoush, I think, against Wolverhampton at home, it's a really good captaincy option. Uh, I wouldn't sell Marmoush to Wisa for sure. Cadiza, that's a no. So Mateta to Wisa if you want, but if that's for a hit, I wouldn't do Mateta to Wisa. If not, I think that I would do Mateta to Wisa for free. I think that's fine. I would find also a way maybe to buy Mbeumo if you can, but probably you don't have enough funds to do that. Best assistant manager chip strategy. It is worth -4 for Mbeumo and Bowen in for Rashford and Saka. So Frank, it really depends. If you're going to captain Mbeumo, I think that it's worth to take a -4. Obviously, you're buying two really good midfielders in Bowen and Mbeumo. You're selling Rashford, who's probably not going to play again this season, and Saka, who's probably not going to start against Bournemouth. I think that I'm leaning towards it being worth it, but yeah, you're selling Rashford. I was just thinking in my case, I would sell Saka to Mbeumo, and then I wouldn't take a hit to buy Bowen for a hit for Sar or Rogers. But in your case, you have Rashford, so in that case, I think that it's worth it because Rashford probably is not going to play again this season. So yeah, I think that I would do that. Hi, Christian Nikolov. Hi, TM Cruz. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Give a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you're new on this channel. It really means a lot to me. Salah Tumbeumo. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I think that if you think that Mbeumo is going to score 4 more points than Mohamed Salah, I think that yeah, just do the transfer. But if I were in your case, I wouldn't do that because I would try to find other way to buy Mbeumo, not by selling Salah. Selling Saka, I understand, but Salah probably he's going to play still for Liverpool, so yeah, I would try to find another way. Uh, who should I play, Wood or Murphy? I would play Wood for sure. He's the penalty taker, so wait, sorry, I meant Saka to Mbeumo. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Probably that's going to be my move also. So yeah, Saka to Mbeumo is going to be the most popular move you're going to see on everybody's teams uh, this gaming because it really makes sense. Now, obviously, if you have the possibility to keep Saka, I think that is great for the last two game weeks. It doesn't matter if Arsenal are going to be out of the Champions League or if they are going to go through to the final because in the last two game weeks against Newcastle and Southampton, I think that Saka is going to play. Although Arsenal don't really have anything left to play in the Premier League, I think that Saka is going to start those games. So if you have other possibility, if you have the funds to sell someone else to Mbeumo, I would do that and be tempted to keep Saka. Now in my case, I can't do that, so that's the problem. Sar or Rogers, I guess it's going to be a really popular uh, question. This I'm leaning towards playing Sar instead of Rogers, but I think that it's really close. And Frank, sorry, I forgot to answer your question. So, best assistant manager chip strategy. I think that if I had the chip, obviously I don't have it, I would try to play it on Glasner this gaming to attack the table bonus against Nottingham Forest at home and then move it to Pep Guardiola. But if you don't want to spend transfers on assistant manager, then I would just go with Pep Guardiola. I know it's boring, but the fixtures are great for Man City. They are fighting for top four. Yeah, I think that they are going to get a lot of wins from the next three. Bench boost gaming 38. If you have a good bench, I would be tempted to just use it now because you don't know what's going to happen in gaming 38. Some players might get injured, and you don't want to be taking -4s and -8s to just align a bench boost. So if you have a good bench boost this gaming, I would just use it now because you don't know what's going to happen in gaming 38. Maybe some teams are going to rotate, maybe some players are going to get injured. So hi Rocco, hi Didi, hi uh, The Fiend. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. I'm using my wildcard this gaming. Who should I bring in for now and later on? Uh, Wait a second. Let me just drop a little bit. Um, so you're using your wildcard, Rocco. Now, I made a wildcard team. I made a wildcard video this gaming. If you have the time, maybe just click on the video and pause it to see, to just see the team, because yeah, but honestly, I can just say to you, if I was wildcarding this game week, I would go for Guardiol, Marmoush, Kevin De Bruyne from Manchester City. I would go for Wissa, Mbeumo, and maybe Flecken or Collins from Brentford because the fixtures are good. I would go for Bowen, uh, maybe for uh, another midfielder, maybe for Rogers. And in attack, I would go for Watkins, Marmoush, and Wissa, or maybe Watkins, Wissa, and Wood, something like that. In defense, I would go for some Everton defenders, Pickford, O'Brien, Mikolenko. So pretty much you can make a clear image. This would be my wild card. A Nottingham Forest defender, Milenkovic or Nico Williams. So that's how I would go on a wild card. But yeah, I have a video if you wanna check it out. You can see there my wildcard team for Gaming 35. Start two out of Konsa, Martinez, Raya, Kivier. Yeah, I'm tempted to start Martinez in my team. In that case, I would just start Kivier in defense. But you have the possibility to start. So I would either start Raya and Konsa or Martinez Kivier. Now it really depends which one you prefer. I prefer Martinez and Kivier, I think, because Martinez is more likely to get you more save points than Raya, and maybe Kivier has a little bit more attacking threat than Konsa. So yeah, that's how I would go, but it could go totally wrong. So Timber, Cucurella, Livramento, Williams, Munoz. Who should I start? I wouldn't start Timber because I think that he's going to be rotated. I wouldn't start Cucurella, and that's it, I guess. I would start Livramento, Nico Williams, and Munoz in your case because I think that Timber is likely to be rotated, and Cucurella plays against Liverpool, which I think that have a good chance of scoring. So yeah, Savinia, Tumbeumo, and keep Saka. Yeah, I would do that. If you have the funds to do that, I would do that. But in my case, I don't have the money. I have just 0.8 millions in the bank. So if I wanna, uh, if you go here, as you can see, 0.8 in the bank, and Mbeumo is 8.1 million. So I can't sell Savinio, Sar, or Rogers because if I had the funds, I would just do that instead of selling Saka. But it's the only way to buy Mbeumo by selling Saka. So yeah, deadly. Barnes to De Bruyne for -4. What do you think? I wouldn't do that for -4. I think, to be honest with you, I think that Barnes starts probably, and if he starts, he's a great option. Brighton away is arguably uh, not a worse fixture than Wolverhampton. So yeah, they are shipping a lot of goals. I would be tempted to not to do that for -4. The Fiend. Adrian Hon, thank you so much, man, for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. How are you? Absolute legend. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm not a legend, but yeah, I'm trying to uh, be good in FPL to try to give good advice. Congrats for the great result in FPL this season. Hope you can rank top 100 this season. Yeah, that would be a little bit too much. I don't think that I have the chances to be top 100, but that would be amazing. My goal at the moment is to try to get inside the 1K, top 1K. That would be great for me this season. Yeah, it's really hard to be at that rank. Now, I don't want to brag or something like that, but it's really not easy to keep the rank because uh, if you're inside top 10k, top 20k, one small decision, one you have a little bit of bad luck, you're just dropping some thousand places. So yeah, that's why I don't really want to take a -4 at the moment. Is De Bruyne a good captain? I have a feeling he will hold. I think that he's a good captain if he's going to start. Uh, so that's the thing. Obviously, I think that personally De Bruyne is going to start tonight, but you don't have a guarantee. Now, maybe we're going to get some leaks because Manchester City, Wolverhampton is the first fixture. They're going to play tonight, so maybe we're gonna get some early team news from Manchester City. In that case, I think that De Bruyne is a really good captaincy option too. Uh, I can start one of Mateta or Sar. What do you think? In that case, I prefer starting Mateta, maybe just because he's on penalties. Uh, I think at the moment now that's not a guarantee also, but he could be on penalties instead of Sar. Obviously, Sar is not going to be on penalties. I think now it's really tough because I think that both are decent options this game week, but Mateta is the number 9. I just think that this game, Nottingham Forest at home, suits maybe more Mateta than Sar. So that's what I would do. Trossard or Saka. Hi Ashfar, Gofar, thank you so much for joining the stream. If you have Trossard, guys, I would just start him because I think that Trossard is going to start this game. And now I don't know about your question, what you're really asking me, Trossard or Saka. I think that Saka is going to be benched this gaming, so for sure I would just start Trossard. That's an easy decision to me. Hi Alfie Bowman, thank you so much, man, for joining. Really appreciated. You going Saka and Belmo? Yeah, probably. I know it's boring. I know a lot of people are going to do that, but yeah, it just makes sense for my team because I want Mbeumo. I think that is great, and I don't have other alternative to sell. I don't have any route to get Mbeumo just by selling Saka because I don't have the funds to sell Sar, Rogers, or Savinho. Now, another question, guys, would be what I would do if we get a leak that Savinho is starting because the fixture is great against Wolverhampton at home. That would be a really tough decision for me. Would you start Savinho if he's starting against Wolves, or just keep him on the bench? Or would you start him instead of one of Sar or Rogers? That would be a really headache for me. Thank you so much, guys, for 20 likes. Yeah, consider leaving a like if you enjoy my content, if you like the stream. Hit that subscribe button if you're new on the channel. It really means a lot and I really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks a lot for being here. Frank Golding, sorry, I maybe you left the stream. I answered that question a little bit late. Sorry for that. But the best assistant manager chip, I think that uh, if I had it, I would be tempted to use it on Glasner in Gaming 35 against Nottingham Forest because that's a table bonus game, and then just move to Pep Guardiola. But if you don't want to transfer, to make transfers between managers, just go with Pep Guardiola. The fixtures are great for Man City. I know it's boring, but I think that they're going to get a lot of wins in the next 3. So Glasner 35, Pep 36, 37, or just go for Pep Guardiola for all the 3 games. Hi Cherries Era, thank you so much for joining the stream. Also, Chandri, really appreciated. Sell Diaz or Bruno for Bowen? I think that I would sell Diaz, to be honest with you, because I think that uh, obviously Arne Slot just said that they are going to rotate a little bit in the last gameweeks of the season. Now, I don't think that Salah is going to be rotated, but Diaz could be one player who's going to get some rest, maybe. So I would sell Diaz to Bowen in that case. Bench one Bisaka or Burn. I think that both have chances to concede, West Ham and Newcastle. That's really tough. Maybe I would go with the better defense, and I think that Newcastle are a little bit better than West Ham. So I would start Burn, but it's not really an excited pick, to be honest with you. Hi, so Chandri, hi, thank you so much for joining. Isaac to Wissa and Murphy to De Bruyne for -4 and Captain De Bruyne. Now that's really interesting because usually I wouldn't suggest you to do that for a -4 because Isaac and Murphy are perfectly good options for this week. I don't think that's nothing wrong with keeping them for this gaming, but no problem, Charis. Era, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. So, but if you're going to captain De Bruyne, I think that would be worth it. Wisa also, I think that he's a little bit better than Isak for the last games of the season. Maybe it sounds a little bit weird to just say that, but Wisa has great expected data, expected goal threat. So I like that move, and also Murphy to De Bruyne. I think that's a big upgrade, although you don't know if De Bruyne is going to start all the games. So yeah, if you're going to captain De Bruyne, if he's going to start tonight, then I think that it's worth it. But it really depends if you're chasing, if you want to go a little bit different. So yeah, I have Savinho on the bench too. Yeah, so Alfie, what would you do if Savinho is going to start tonight? Would you be tempted to start him? Because honestly, I will be tempted to start him. Savinho is going to be a great differential if he's going to start, but I don't really feel great about benching one of Sar or Rogers, but I don't know. Um, Hi, the GOAT, thank you so much for joining the stream, really appreciate it. Bench one, Murphy or Eze? I would bench Murphy, to be honest with you. It's not like I hate Murphy or something like that. I just think that Eze is a much better pick in terms of FPL. He's on set pieces. He could be also on penalties because Mateta missed the last one. Now also Eze missed the last one before that, but he could be on penalties. Also when Mateta is not going to be on the pitch. I would just start Eze over Murphy. Who should I start, Konsa or O'Brien? I would start O'Brien for sure, Rocco, because yeah, the fixture is just better against Ipswich, I think, right? Yeah, I would just start O'Brien. If I had an Everton defender, I would just start him for sure in my own team before starting Kivier for sure. Hi Samon Lee, hi Momentarek. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream. One free transfer, Saka to Mbeumo or Mateta to Isa. If you want to keep Saka, you can just do Mateta to Isa, but honestly, if you're just asking me trying to make a comparison, I think that obviously Saka is a better transfer out for the next two game weeks than Mateta maybe. But if you want to keep Saka for the last two game weeks of the season, you can just do Mateta to Wisa. But if we're comparing the two players, I think that both are great, Wisa and Beumo, don't get me wrong, but I just think that Beumo is the better pick, slightly. So I would prefer to have Beumo. Let's just put it that way. I want to put Suchek instead of Isak Mateta. What should I do? Uh, yeah, I wouldn't do that. To be honest with you, Momentarek, I would just play Isak and Mateta and put Suchek on the bench. But that's just my opinion, obviously. Who should I play this game? Should I play Sar or Saka? I would play Sar because I think that Saka is going to be benched. So that's what I would do. I think if he doesn't start tonight, he definitely will against Southampton. Hopefully, with Pep Guardiola and Man City, the problem is you just don't know that because Savinho was benched also for two game weeks in a row in the Premier League. Now he started against Nottingham Forest, but yeah, I'm really tempted also by just keep Savinho. Maybe he's going to start against tonight or maybe against Southampton. That's a really nice fixture. And also Man City are the first fixture also next game week, right? So maybe we're gonna get some early team news. Rahul, um, thanks a lot, man, for being on the stream. It really means a lot to me. Uh, and if I think that Kevin De Bruyne is going to start, personally, I think that yes. Now, it was maybe a little bit weird that he didn't get any minutes in the FA Cup against Nottingham Forest. He was on the bench, but maybe he was rested. Maybe he's uh, just keeping De Bruyne for the Premier League, maybe. Now I don't know, but because he was benched in the FA Cup, I think that the chances are a little bit higher to for him to just start. So personally, I think that he's going to start, but honestly, I can't give you a guarantee. Um, yeah, no problem, Rocco. Really happy if I could help you. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Also, uh, yeah. Hi, Fang, Sha, Shalerm Chai. Thank you so much for joining. Bezo, Samuel, really appreciated. Or Samuel, I would say. I should say. Sar Rogers, Murphy, Mateta, who to bench? Thanks very much, bro. So you wanna bench just one out of those players, I suppose. I guess. I would just bench Murphy. I would start Sar, Rogers, and Mateta. That's my opinion. And Bezo, thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Watkins to Mateta for -4. No, I wouldn't do that. Uh, or you're asking me Mateta to Watkins maybe for -4 because I don't see a good reason to sell Watkins. I think that he's a great option. I wish I had Watkins in my team, to be honest with you. Bezo. So no, no, for sure. I wouldn't sell Watkins to Mateta even for free. I think that Watkins is a much better pick than Mateta, so just keep Watkins and play him. So Salmon Lee for defenders. Raya, Saliba, Guardiol, Ruben Diaz. Should I drop Saliba and play Munoz instead? Mm, Now, if you're confident Arsenal can keep a clean sheet, even though they are going to rotate probably in midfield and in attack, uh, then just play Saliba. I think that they have a higher chance maybe of keeping a clean sheet than Crystal Palace Arsenal, but if you want to spread the risk a little bit, I think that obviously Munoz has more attacking threat. We know that. So, yeah. Raya Guardiol, for sure, you need to play them. Ruben Diaz, yeah. I don't know. Maybe just you can drop Ruben Diaz for Munoz instead. I don't know if Man City are going to keep a clean sheet, honestly, but the same could be said about Arsenal. So it's really tough. If you wanna punt on Arsenal defense, just play them. But yeah, I prefer a little bit more Munoz. I think I would try to find a way to play Munoz, but it's really tough. De Bruyne out for Mbeumo Bowen. No, I don't think that I would do that, Samuel. I would just keep De Bruyne. At least wait to see if we're gonna get any early team news that he's going to start. But I think that I would keep De Bruyne and find other way to buy Mbeumo and Bowen. Watkins, Mateta, or Isak to bring in. I've currently got Wissa and Marmoush as the other two strikers. Now, on my wildcard draft for gameweek 35, I picked Watkins alongside Marmoush and Wissa, so that's your answer. I think that Isak is okay for this gameweek, but for the next four, I think that Watkins is maybe a better pick. Now that Rashford is out, we know that Watkins is probably going to get more starts, and yeah, I think that I would go for Watkins. I wouldn't buy Mateta. I think obviously this game week. So sell Mateta for Watkins. Okay, Bezos. So I understand. So Mateta for Watkins for -4. Now I won't do that in my team. Considering my rank and my transfers, I think that Mateta is okay for this game week. But if you're chasing, if you want to go different, I think that Watkins is a much better pick than Mateta. So yeah, maybe it's worth it for you. Hi, Flipication. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Also, AE. How are you doing, good sir? Love the content. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. And I'm really glad that you guys enjoy my content. Hopefully, it's a little bit helpful to you. So I have the same defense, but playing Martinez over Raya to spread the risk. Yeah, probably that's what I'm going to do also, Flipication. I didn't make my transfer yet. Probably going to do Saka Mbeumo. Captain Watkins or Isak. Now, if we're talking about that, I would captain Isak. If I was you, if I had to choose between those two, I would captain Isak, I think. But if not, if you have also the option to captain Mbeumo, I think that that's where I'm going to land. Now, obviously, there are a lot of good captaincy options this gaming, so I don't mind if you captain another player. Uh, there maybe are going to be some swings between Marmoush, Isak, Mbeumo, Bowen, Kevin De Bruyne, but yeah, I think that Mbeumo is a perfectly good captaincy option, and probably that's where I'm going to land at the moment. Palmer captain now. AE. Yeah, if you want to go super different, yeah, maybe you can captain Palmer, but uh, the fixture is not great. They are going to play against Liverpool. They are playing at home. Liverpool just won the championship, but the this is not going to be a super easy fixture for Chelsea still. So I would try to avoid captaining Palmer, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's your decision, obviously. Uh, so yeah, I don't wanna tempt anyone. Uh, okay, just a second. I wanna see if we have anything. I'm just checking on Twitter or X, whatever you wanna call it, to see if we have any more infos. Now, obviously, you know, guys, maybe that probably we're not gonna get any more double gaming this season. There is a really small chance of Spurs and Aston Villa having a double in game week 36, but yeah, I wouldn't trust too much about that. Uh, yeah, so I need to decide what I'm gonna do. Let's just switch a little bit. What could go wrong? So Martinez instead of Raya to try to spread the risk a little bit. I think that it's really close between Martinez and Raya of the chances for a clean sheet. So Martinez is likely to get me more saves. So that's maybe the thing that's putting me on playing Martinez instead of Raya. Now, obviously, Bournemouth are a good attack in general, so they could get some chances to score against Arsenal. Maybe Braya also is going to make some saves, but usually he doesn't really makes a lot of saves. Martinez is good on penalties, but hopefully Aston Villa are not going to concede a penalty. Hi Sharapal then Butia, thank you so much for joining the stream, really appreciate it. Also, guys, give a like if you enjoyed the stream, and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, really appreciate it. Mateta to Watkins would, I think that's a fine transfer. Now, if you're doing it for free, I would be tempted to just go for Watkins if you want to go a little bit different to try to catch some rank. But if not, Wood is perfectly fine. They're gonna play against Leicester or Ipswich, I think, next gaming. So yeah, Wood is a perfectly fine option on penalties. But if you wanna go different, just go Watkins. Or you could just keep Mateta if you don't wanna use a transfer. I'm looking for a difference actually. Palmer seems like a better choice than Rogers, for example. Yeah, yeah, of course. I would rather captain Palmer than Rogers. I was just talking that you could, if you, even if you want to go for a differential, you could just captain someone like Marmoush, Isak, which are going to be less captain than someone like Salah, Mbeumo. You could go for Kevin De Bruyne, Bowen if you want. You don't need to go for Palmer. I mean, uh, he's usually a good captaincy option, Palmer, but he's just not playing really good at the moment. So that's the thing that would put me off a little bit. But yeah, I'm not judging you if you want to captain Palmer, if you think that he's going to do well against Liverpool. Maybe you think that Liverpool are going to rotate a lot. They are going to play uh, not so great like they used to this season. So yeah, you can do that, but yeah, you can go different even without captaining Palmer, for example. But I think that Palmer is a better pick than Rogers, right? So yeah, although he wasn't great in the last game mix. Play assistant manager on Glasner, Kivior, or Konsa. Yeah, if I had my assistant manager, I would be tempted to play it on Glasner for this game in particular for 35 because it's a table bonus game against Nottingham Forest, and then switch to Pep Guardiola. Now between Kivior and Konsa, yeah, it's really tough. I think that both are okay. As you can see, I'm playing Martinez at the moment, at least instead of Raya. So I think that the chances for a clean sheet are maybe a little bit more likely for Aston Villa, but Arsenal are a better defense than Aston Villa, so that's for sure. Now Bournemouth are a better attack than Fulham, so it really depends how you want to play it. If you want to double up on Arsenal defense or you want to spread the risk, maybe then just play Konsa. I think that's perfectly fine, but it's going to be really close, a really close call between them. Now, if we move a little bit to try to show you my thinking process, uh, what I could do, I mean, what I wish I could do if I was to take a -4. Now, I'm not really a fan of taking a -4 at my rank. Also, uh, I would do Mateta to Isa and Savinho to Mbeumo, but the problem is I'm 0.1 million short of doing that. Now, this is a -4 I would be tempted a little bit to take because I'm getting Wisa and Mbeumo who are going to play for me for in every game week till the end of the season, and selling Savinho, which is a pain at the moment. You don't know when he's going to play, and also selling Mateta. So and also keeping Bukayo Saka. So that would be a combination I would be really tempted to do, but I don't have the possibility to do that. Now, if we go back to the questions. Hey Dennis, thanks for all your help. I'm chasing rank in my mini league and I'm 3 points short from first place. Best differential captain option I got Salah, Mbeumo, Isak, and Marmoush. Uh, I think that I would go for Marmoush if you want to go a little bit different. Now, I don't know uh, the effective ownership of all these players, but I think that a lot of people are going to captain Salah still. Uh, a lot of people are going to captain Mbeumo, so I just suppose that Marmoush and Isak are going to be less captained than the other two. So I would pick Marmoush if you want to go a little bit different. Now the sad part is that Manchester City are going to play tonight. So if Marmoush is going to blank, that's your weekend destroyed because it's the first gaming. But we shouldn't think like that, honestly. Saliba or Konsa, I think that I would play Saliba. Uh, Zakaria. Now, let's just go back here. So that's the problem. To buy Mbeumo, which is a player I really want to buy, I would have to sell Saka because I don't have the money to sell Sar, Rogers, or Savinho. Um, so yeah, what I could do is to just buy Wisa instead of Mbeumo and just keep him, but I really want Mbeumo for the next two games against United and Ipswich. Although I think that Wisa is really close pick to Mbeumo. I think that Mbeumo is the better one, slightly. So yeah. And then I will not have also money to buy Mbeumo next game just by selling Saka. So if that's the case, why just not sell Saka this game? So that's the thing. play Sar and Eze together and bench Rogers. High share up. In that case, I don't know. I think that Eze and Sar are better picks than Rogers for this game week. But if you wanna spread the risk, if you think that Rogers is going to play a lot more minutes than Sar, for example, or something like that, I would just play Eze and Rogers. But usually I would pick Sar and Eze, yes, over Rogers. Hi Coutinho10, thank you so much for joining the stream. How are you? Sarkon Saurkivier. A lot of questions. This question is going to appear a lot, I think. It's really tough. The simple answer is that it's a really close call. Now, I think that Aston Villa are having a better chance of keeping a clean sheet than Arsenal because they are going to rotate a lot. So yeah, I just don't want to answer differently to other people because I think that I said I would pick Kivior, but it really depends if you have double Arsenal defense. If you have Raya, I would just play Konsa, for example, to spread the risk a little bit. Arsenal are gonna lose against PSG mostly. Saka against Southampton will be dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to have Saka in gaming 38, but maybe I will find a way to do that. Even though maybe I'm going to sell him in gaming 35, maybe I will need to buy him again in gaming 38. So uh, let's see. Even if Arsenal are going to reach the Champions League final, I still think that Saka is going to start in gaming 38. So that's the thing. But also I want Mbeumo for the run in. Now obviously I could just buy Wisa this game week and let's just make the transfer and maybe buy Mbeumo next game week instead of let's just say Rogers. Aston Villa are not going to. Okay, but I don't have the cash to do that. I don't know. Maybe let's just say Sar. I don't have the money to do Sar to Mbeumo, and I don't have the money to do Savinho to Mbeumo. So if I was going to buy Wisa this game week, I still don't have a route to buy Mbeumo next game week. Also, probably he's going to rise in price till gaming 36. So that's the problem. I really want him. So yeah, let's just move back. Okay. Uh, so if we go back, uh, the only possibility is to sell Mbeumo, sorry, Saka to Mbeumo, and then I will have 3 million in the bank. So if I want to take a -4, I could just do Mateta to Watkins. But I don't really want to do a -4 at this rank. Is this stupid to take a -4 inside top 2K? I don't know because I wasn't here before, so I don't know if it's a real stupid thing. Now, obviously, I'm joking, so I know it's not good to do that. So yeah, let's just make the transfer, optimize, and as you can see, my gaming rating here on Squad FPL is 98%, which is decent, I think. I will have 3 millions in the bank, so next game week I can buy whichever player I want. Now my team in gaming 36 is going to look like this. Isaac to Wood, Sar to Mbeumo, what do you think? I don't know. Is that for free? Because if if you're going to take a hit to do that, then I wouldn't do that. But I don't know. Isaac is a fine keep for this gaming. That's the thing, and also Sar. Uh, if you can do just Sar to Mbeumo, that would be okay, and just save the transfer to have more transfers for the next game weeks, and buy with the next game week maybe, because that's when he's going to have a really good fixture. Okay, guys, so let's try to get to 30 likes. That would be amazing. 27 at the moment. Now in gaming 30. Hey, they just reversed my transfer. What is this? Okay, make transfers. We move to gaming 36. I will have Raya and Martinez. Now, maybe here just play Martinez instead of Raya. My team would not be great for this game week. As you can see, Kivior against Liverpool, Konate against Arsenal, Livramento against Chelsea. That's horrible. Maybe I'm just going to make a transfer, a defensive transfer this game week. Just buy Nottingham Forest defender against Leicester. Let's just say sell Konate to uh, Milenkovic. Okay. So that's how my team would look like for free in gaming 36. Sar, Mateta, it's okay. Against Spurs, not amazing to have Munoz also against Spurs, because yeah, the chances are they are going to concede. Isak against Chelsea at home, not great. Marmoush against Southampton, probably captaincy option, a really good captaincy option if Haaland is not going to be back. If we move to gaming 37, my team would look like this. I could play Milenkovic instead of Kivior if I want. Uh, Raya against Newcastle, Guardiol, Munoz against Wolverhampton. The problem here is that probably Crystal Palace are going to rotate a little bit. So that's my only concern here, because the fixture is great against Wolves, but yeah, Isak against Arsenal, again, not great. Uh, yeah, maybe I don't know if I would do a transfer in gaming 37. If we move to 38, if I want to buy Saka, let's just say uh, sell Savinho because he's more expensive. And to buy Saka, I would need to free up also 1 million. And that would be by maybe selling Mateta to Wisa, something like that. Let's just put here forward. So Cunha against Brentford at home is an option. Wisa against Wolverhampton away. Let's just say Cunha here. So two transfers and also have Saka. Oh, sorry, I can't buy Cunha. Okay, let's just say Visa then. Mm, maybe not. Okay, I'm going to see. Good evening, mate. Would you play Flecken or Raya this gaming? Thank you so much for joining Dylan Mulder. Thank you so much. Really appreciated. I don't think that I would play Flecken, honestly. Now depends. If you have Saliba and Kivior and maybe you want to spread the risk, maybe yeah, you can play Flecken instead of Raya. But if not, I think that Raya. I know that everyone is talking about Brentford and West Ham having really good fixtures against Spurs and Manchester United, but I just don't think that it looks like everyone is talking like Brentford are going to beat United 3-0 and West Ham 3-0 against Spurs, which is totally possible to be honest with you, but I don't think that it's such an easy fixture. And I think that Man United could score against Brentford. I know that they are defending a little bit better at the moment, but still, I would play Raya, I think. Uh, Hi, Chess Econ, thank you so much for joining the stream, and also MRB. Start one of Munoz, Milenkovic, Stupinian. I wouldn't start Stupinian. I think that I would start Munoz. Now, obviously, they are playing against each other. I think that Munoz is the more attacking defender. And yeah, the chances of a clean sheet are there for Munoz and for Milenkovic. I would prefer to start Munoz, I think. Good evening, MRB. Martinez or Raya, no problem. Dylan, thank you so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and also hit that subscribe button, guys, if you're new around here. And if you enjoy this type of content, obviously, um, I'm glad that I can help. Evening Martinez or Raya and Asensio or Murphy. At the moment, I'm leaning towards Martinez, as you can see. Now, I think that Arsenal are the better defense, obviously. So, yeah. Uh, if you don't want to double up on Arsenal, I would just go with Martinez. If not, maybe just if I had just Raya, I would like to have an Arsenal defender. So that's the thing. Okay, so I think that my cat is going to be in the camera, or maybe not. Okay, so my cat is playing with my laptop. Yeah, trying to be okay. You're gonna see some movement here. Just wait a second. Dante. Sorry guys for the interruption. I don't know if you can see him. Hi Florin, thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Hey man, are you still doing Saka Tumbeumo? Yeah, I think that I'm gonna do that. Okay. Uh, are you going to start Sar ahead of Savinho? I don't know. I'm going to wait to see if we're going to get any leaks that Savinho is going to start. If that's going to happen, maybe I'm just going to start Savinho instead of Rogers. I'm not sure, honestly. I would like to start Savinho because he's a great differential at this point. But yeah, not sure. Not sure. But with Saka Mbeumo, probably I'm gonna do that because that's the only way I can buy Mbeumo. Star Murphy or Mateta. I would start Mateta, Chess Ekon, that's for sure. Maybe I'm biased because I don't really see Murphy as such an explosive player. But yeah. Hard week for the captain, don't know what to pick. Yeah, I'm struggling myself, honestly. There are a lot of good players to captain. Marmoush, Isaac, even Salah, Mbeumo, Bowen. Probably I'm just gonna land on Mbeumo and be boring a little bit, but I'm not really sure. I don't want to captain Marmoush because he's the first fixture, and if he's going to blank tonight, that's going to feel a little bit bad. Uh, but I think that he's a great captaincy option. Obviously, he's my second choice. I think after Mbeumo. Yeah, it's really tough to pick a captain this game week. Oh, I forgot to make a poll. Who are you captaining? Let's put here Mbeumo, Marmoush, Isaac, other. Okay, so let's see which player you're gonna captain, guys. Play Livramento or Kivior Ruben. As you can see, I'm playing Kivior at the moment instead of Livramento. I don't think that Newcastle are more likely to keep a clean sheet than Arsenal, so that's the thing. Uh, Okay, Dante, you wanna speak to the guys here? Hmm? You wanna give some advice? No, you just want to put hair on my microphone. Okay. Can you choose between Bowen, Kevin De Bruyne captain? If I was sure that Kevin De Bruyne is going to start, I would just captain him, I think. But Bowen is a great option too. But I prefer Kevin De Bruyne if he's going to start. Isak or Salah for me. Yeah, yeah. I think that I want to go against Salah. That's the thing. No, he's not playing FPL. He's just trying to destroy my stream. I want to go against Salah at least for this gaming. I have Bowen and Sar. If you're going to see some movement, guys, it's my cat moving my laptop. Um, I have Bowen and Sar with me. Who should I choose to start? I would start for sure Bowen instead of Sar. That's what I would do. Okay. And thank you so much for joining Ashraf on the stream. Really appreciated. Means a lot. Now we're almost 1 hour till the deadline, so yeah, let's see if we're going to get any news. Difficult to believe Belmo is second highest point scorer and Diaz is fourth highest scoring mid. Uh, yeah, I mean Bumo or Belmo, how you wanna call it, had an amazing season. He's maybe he outperformed a little bit his statistics, his expected attacking threat, but he had overall a really great season. A lot of penalties for Mbeumo, but yeah. Fishing in fall, thank you so much for joining. Do I start Strand Larsen or Savinho? Uh, I think that Savinho, if we're going to get a leak that he's going to start, maybe just stay on the stream to see if you're gonna see that. If not, if Savinho is going to be on the bench, then just start Strand Larsen. Probably he's going to play. Although the fixture is not great against Man City, yeah, he's a striker, so he can score goals. Is Savinho worth selling to Bowen? If you have the funds to do that for free, I think that yes. Ashraf, appreciate it, bro. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad that I could help you a little bit, Ashraf. And yeah, it really means a lot that you turned into the stream, all of you guys. So yeah, thanks a lot. Have a nice weekend if you're leaving. So if you have the funds to sell Savinho to Bowen or Mbeumo, even better, I would do that. Because Savinho is just a problem for me. He was a pick for me for the double gaming, and he's a little bit cheaper than other players from Manchester City. So I took a punt on Savinho, but he's just not getting a lot of minutes. He played pretty much all the games for Manchester City, but after I bought him, he played one and then he was benched in the last 2 or 3 games. So yeah, you don't know with Man City. So I know that I took a risk on Savinho. So it is what it is. Uh, but yeah, I would just sell him to Bono or Mbeumo if you have the money to do that. Hi Steve, thank you so much for joining the stream. I'm tempted to sell Sakai and Savinho. to Bowen and Mbeumo. I have 2 free transfers. Um, in that case, I would do that. I think, Steve. To be honest with you, Bowen and Mbeumo are great picks for the rest of the season. Saka and Savinho are just. I mean, Saka is going to be great in the last 2 game weeks, but you can just buy him back if you want. But Savinho, yeah, he could play against Wolverhampton. He could play next game week against Southampton. He could score a lot of points, but you just don't know if he's going to start. And it can go also the other way around. He could be just benched and blank. So I think that I would do that in your case. If you can do that, yeah. I would love to have Bowen and Mbeumo for this gaming. I'm just going to be honest. I think that they are just great. Uh, I don't know what I would do if Savinho is. We're going to get a league that Savinho is starting. That's the problem. Just a second. I think that we're losing the light of the sun. A little bit better. Okay. So, mm, thank you, bro. I'm just stuck on whatever to get rid of Saka or not. I think minutes are a big problem for him with UCL. I think that Saka is going to be benched against Bournemouth. That's just my opinion. I after that, I think that he's going to start because the schedule is okay for Saka after the Champions League. And also the fixtures, not Liverpool next game week, but after that Newcastle and Southampton are great fixtures. And I wish I had a way to keep Saka for those games, but maybe I'm just going to buy him back in game week 38. So yeah, I have also mini league Florin. If you want, I don't know if it's in the description of this live stream, but if you can look in the description of my channel or another video, I have a mini league, but obviously I started it really late. It's called FPL Denis. We're 10 or something like that people in that league, and I'm the first one. So yeah, really happy about that. Uh, Paula Zima, thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Would you recommend Saka or Bowen if it's free? Saka to Bowen if it's for free. Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm going to do Saka to Mbeumo also, so I think that's an okay pick. Now, if you prefer Bowen, that's completely fine. And yeah, for free, it's okay. If you don't want to keep Saka, obviously, if you want to keep Saka to have him for gaming 36, 37 and 38, sorry, then yeah, just keep him. But at the moment, I think that Bowen and Mbeumo are better picks. Can't see the link. 1 second. I will try to drop it here. I think I can do that, right? This is the link, guys, for my mini league, I think. Now, hopefully it works. If you want to join, uh, we're just 10 or 9 people or something like that because I started the league really late. Hi Hamez, thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciated. Thank you so much, guys, for so many support. Give a like if you enjoy the stream. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Thank you so much. 34 likes, that's amazing. Start Mateta or Sar. In that case, I would just start Mateta. He could be on penalties, so okay. So my cat is playing with me. Don't mind the movement of my camera. So I would start Mateta in that case. James, he could be on penalties now. Also, I think that this game against Forest is going to suit Mateta better than Sar, but you have the risk of Mateta not playing 90 minutes, obviously. But yeah, I still would start Mateta instead of Sar. It's really close. But yeah, more for next season. This season, you're the winner anyway. Yeah, hopefully. Maybe another player who's ahead of me is going to win my league if he's going to join. No problem. Thank you so much for joining the league. Now, hopefully, next season I'm going to start the league a little bit earlier. So yeah, I'm sure you will be popular one day. Keep going. Love your video. Yeah, I don't know about that. There are a lot of good FPL content creators now. Obviously, uh, my disadvantage maybe is that I'm not a native speaker of English, so I'm not really uh, speaking so correct, so fast like other FPL content creators who are from England, obviously from UK. But yeah, I'm trying to make content which is helpful for people more than just showing my team and my rank. I know that's important also. You don't want to follow maybe some guy who's talking and he's uh, 10 million in the world rank, but yeah, it's more important how you talk, how you express your opinions. But yeah, uh, I will be really happy if more people are going to turn into my content. Hopefully, that's going to be the case. I'm still going to try to answer all the questions, even if more people are going to be on this live, on this comment on my videos. I try to answer all the questions, guys. If you watch my videos, you know that. Um, where are you from? I'm from Romania. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm a big Liverpool fan. I watch more Premier League football than Romanian football. So, pretty much that's what I enjoy watching. So, start three of Saliba, Ruben, Guardiol, and Munoz with Raya as goalkeeper. I would start for sure Guardiol. Oh my god, you have really good uh, really really good four defenders. Okay, so you have four defenders real good. It's really tough to choose between them. I would start for sure Guardiol and Munoz, and maybe just start Ruben Diaz because City are still fighting for Champions League. Arsenal are going to rotate, so yeah, just go with Manchester City. So yeah, Guardiol, Ruben Diaz, and Munoz for me. Yeah. Romanian football was really good some time ago, a lot of years ago, but yeah, we're getting better, slowly but surely. Um, okay, so how much time we have? 47 minutes till the deadline. Okay. Uh, honestly, I just hope that we're going to get a league that Savino is gonna be benched, so I don't have to make the choice by myself which player to bench for him. So yeah, that would be a little help. Mm. Okay, so if we talk a little bit about after that question, potential difference. Hello, brother. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. I have one free transfer planning to go to Mbeumo from Saka, like everyone else. Really nice. But also want to remove Mateta because he hasn't been giving points recently. Should I take a -4? You're in pretty much the same spot as me. I- in my case, considering my rank, I don't want to take a -4, and I'm not sure it's worth it to sell Mateta for Wisa. Uh, for example, for Wisa for a -4. But yeah, if you're chasing, if you don't mind taking a -4, then I think that's okay. I Mateta for the next two game weeks, I think that he's okay. In game week 37, there could be some rotation because Crystal Palace are going to play the FA Cup final against Man City, so probably both teams are gonna rotate in game week 37. So yeah, long term Mateta is not the option, the good option. So yeah, any Man City news? Not yet, not yet, but probably we still have to wait 20 or 30 minutes till we get anything. It's too early still. Mateta is good for this game week. Yeah, I think that he's good now. Hopefully, he's going to get at least 60 minutes because he wasn't getting great minutes in the last games. But yeah, I still think that he's the best striker from Crystal Palace. I don't think that's a big debate there. Now, uh, yeah, if we talk a little bit about my team, what would you do, guys? Uh, in my position at the moment, I'm leaning towards playing Martinez instead of Raya. I have a personal feeling that Arsenal are going to concede, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But I just can feel it. Obviously, if I was 100% sure, I would just bench Kivior, but I'm not. I still think that Arsenal are a good defense. It doesn't really matter that they are going to rotate a lot of players. They are defending really good as a group. Arsenal, in particular, we saw Gabriel got injured. It doesn't really matter that Kivior is playing. Obviously, he's a good player and all that stuff, but even that, Kivior and Saliba, it doesn't matter that Gabriel is not in the team. They are still a great defense. We saw that against Real Madrid also, and in the Premier League. So I'm not sure if I wanna play also Livramento instead of Kivior. So probably I'm just gonna keep Kivior. Hopefully he's going to start. Um, Hi Juntao, thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Murphy, Eze, or Rogers to Bowen and bench who? Uh, so which player to sell there? I would sell Murphy to Bowen if you have the money and bench one of them. Uh, I I would start Bowen and Eze and bench Rogers in that case. Also, although I don't really like benching Rogers to be honest with you, but I just think that Eze is a better pick for this gaming. Somebody subscribe. Kai Havertz. Okay, so Kai Havertz is in the chat. Thank you so much, man. Are you going to be available for Arsenal uh, until the end of the season? So yeah, thanks again for subscribing to my small YouTube channel. Coming from a big footballer playing from Arsenal, it really means a lot. So yeah, thanks a lot for subscribing to this channel. And yeah, hopefully you're going to enjoy my content in the future. I can get wood for Mateta though. It is worth now. If not, then I will have to play Elanga. I mean, you could just play Mateta this gaming and get Wood against Leicester in gaming 36, and just maybe just risk playing Elanga this gaming. I don't know. Wood hasn't been amazing in the recent games, so uh, yeah, if you're forced to play Elanga and maybe you don't want to play Elanga, then yeah, you can do the -4. But I just think that Mateta is a fine hold for gaming 35. That's just my opinion, obviously. Worth having Savino in playing 11 by benching Mateta. I don't know. That's also my dilemma. If we're going to get a leak about Savino starting, I need to bench one player. So I need to bench one of Sar, Mateta, Rogers. Now I wouldn't bench Mateta in my case. Probably I will just bench Rogers. I think go all in on Crystal Palace against Nottingham Forest at home. What could go wrong? Uh, Honestly, I don't know if Savino is a better pick than Mateta, even if he's going to start. But yeah, if you want to go different, then yeah, Savino is going to be a great differential this gaming if he's going to start. So also thanks guys, FPL Raul, Paul Azima for subscribing to, for following me on Twitter. Really appreciate it also. So guys, who are you picking captain? Peumo with 45%, Isaac with 28. Okay, so it looks like for my stream at least, Marmoush is going to be the differential captain if you want to go different, guys. Uh, Hi, Seaman, thank you so much for joining the stream, really appreciate it. Got Sar, Palmer, Salah, Murphy, Semenyo. Okay, so we have Semenyo against Arsenal. Got three transfers. One, I am doing Palmer to Mbeumo. Okay, that's nice. Uh, I would just buy also Bowen alongside Mbeumo. I think now, obviously, if you want to go different, if you're chasing the same story, uh, go Kevin De Bruyne. If you think that he's going to start, now there isn't a guarantee that he's going to start all the games until till the rest of the season. But yeah, in my case, I would just prefer to buy Umbeumo and Bowen because I think that both of them are great. The fixtures are great. They are playing 90 minutes every game. You know that for from them at least. So yeah, I wouldn't buy Rogers also, I think. From now on, guys, I will try to also keep an eye on Twitter to see if we're going to see any news about Man City. Mm, yeah, 39 likes. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. It really means a lot. Let's try to get to 40 though. That would be amazing. Yeah, so I think that we discussed pretty much about everything on this stream. So the captaincy options are a lot this game week. Uh, yeah, if you want to share which player you're going to captain and why, maybe give a reason to that. What tempted you to captain Marmoush, Isak, whatever player it is. You can do that on the chat. Uh, yeah, I'm still thinking about which player I want to captain because probably I'm going to buy Mbeumo. Think that I want to go a little bit safe. That's why I'm tempted to go with him. I don't want to go for Salah. I want to go against him. Uh, yeah, I'm curious about what ownership Mohamed Salah is going to have this gaming. Hopefully, it's not going to be that big because yeah, uh, at the start of the week, my captain was Isaac. I just thought that he's stand uh, the standing option against Brighton away. On penalties, Newcastle are scoring a lot of goals. Brighton are not really great. Were not really great in the last gamings. They are conceded a lot of chances. Isak is getting a lot of chances. The only downside is that he wasn't scoring them, but at some point he's going to score all those chances. And then I switched to Marmoush. Now, obviously, Haaland probably is going to not be involved in Gaming 35, so that is good news for Marmoush. If Kevin De Bruyne is not going to play, also that's good news for Marmoush because he could be also on some set pieces. He could be on penalties. We don't know that for sure, but it's a possibility. He's playing at home against Wolverhampton. I know that Wolves are on a really good streak. They are playing great in the last gamings, but yeah, I think that the fixture is great. City are a good team, obviously. They are fighting for top four. And yeah, Marmoush is basically the number nine for Manchester City, a team that usually scores a lot of goals. So, and after that, I just thought about captaining Beumo. Just go boring and safe with him because I think that a lot of people are going to captain Beumo. So, pretty much that's my thought. That was my thought process, my thinking process this gaming. Uh, how do you sort the X page to get leaks? I mean, from Manchester City, we have some guys who sometimes they are uh, tweeting some leaks. Obviously, one is FPL Tony, but it doesn't happen all the time. Hi Tanuj Aurora, hi Elika FC. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the stream. What do you think about selling Saka and Savinho to Mbeumo and Bowen for -4? I think that's great. The moves are great. I could do that. I don't want to take the -4, but I think that for the future, at least for the next four game weeks, uh, the picks are great. Mbeumo and Bowen. Now, yeah, I don't want to take a -4, so I'm just going to sell Saka to Mbeumo probably. Um, Hi Denis, didn't even realize there was a deadline. Are you confident on the Palace players and what do you think of Arsenal starting 11? I think that Arsenal are going to rotate a lot this gaming. Maybe not in defense because they don't have a lot of options there. So I think that Raya, Kivior, Saliba are going to start. Benjamin White, I think that is going to start instead of Timber, and maybe Partey in midfield. The front three probably is going to be Sterling, Trossard, and Wanieri. I don't see a reason to risk Bukayo Saka just before playing PSG. So yeah, about the Palace, the Crystal Palace players, we saw how good they were. They just destroyed Aston Villa in the FA Cup, so we know that they are good players. I'm not concerned about them because at the moment they are going. They don't have reasons to rotate. In Gaming 37, probably we're gonna see some big rotation from Crystal Palace, but not in Gaming 35 and 36. I don't think that. Now with Mateta, obviously I'm concerned a little bit because he's not getting great minutes at the moment, but that could change, and I think that the fixture is okay for them. Who should I sell to bring in Bowen for, Sar or Murphy? Sar has been frustrating to own. I sell him, he gets double digits. I would sell Murphy, honestly, Seaman. Uh, I would just sell Murphy, maybe because I don't know, his ownership is really high, and I just don't see him as a really explosive player. I know that he was unbelievable in the last gamings. I had him in my team when he scored a lot of points, but he's just not going to score 20 points every gaming. I just don't think that. So, although Sar is really frustrating, I would sell first Murphy before Sar. Hi Jonathan, hi James, Rogers or Sar, need to pick one. Yeah, it's a really tough question. I would go for Sar because he has more goal threat usually than Rogers. But if you want to go safe with the player who's going to get probably 90 minutes every game, probably just play Rogers. Two of Rogers, Murphy, and Sar. two to start, James, I would start Rogers and Sar and bench Murphy. That I would do. If you guys, if you're going to ask me about Murphy, I would just try to bench him or sell him if you have the opportunity. So pretty much that's it. But yeah, we are 30 minutes till the deadline, so still there we have some time to think about. Uh, Hi Lam, hi Prajwul, thank you so much guys for joining the stream. Um, Give a like guys if you enjoy the stream, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and if you enjoy my content, obviously. Thanks again for being here on the stream, it really means a lot. Sell Saka for Mbeumo, yeah. The simple answer is yes, probably that's what I'm going to do also. It's going to be a really popular move. Now, if you have other way to get Mbeumo, I would try to do that and keep Saka. I don't mind it. I think that Saka is going to be amazing for Gaming 38 if you have the possibility to keep him. But yeah, I don't have the possibility to keep Saka because he is the only way for me to get Brian Mbeumo. So uh, I'm doing Asensio and Mateta to Bowen and Wissa. Would start Munoz over any of Saliba, Guardiol, or Shar. Hi Jacob Bell, thank you so much for joining the stream. It doesn't matter that you just joined. I'm really happy and glad that you joined the stream. It really means a lot to me. My plans are to sell Saka to Mbeumo. Now, I would love to keep Saka for the last game mix of the season, but it's the only way for me to get Brian Mbeumo is to sell Saka basically because I have just 0.8 million in the bank. So probably that's what I'm going to do, and probably Mbeumo is going to be my captain. I know, a little bit boring, but yeah, considering my rank, I don't want to risk it too much. So I'm doing Asensio and Mateta to Bowen and Wissa. That's great, Elikar FC. Really good transfers. Would start Munoz. Somebody subscribe. Prajwol, Parajuli, thank you so much for subscribing. It really means a lot. Hopefully, I'm really glad that you like my content. So would you start Munoz? I would start Munoz over Shar, yes, I think. That's what I would do, Elikar. I will go with Isak. Good luck, guys. Whichever captain you're going to pick, I really hope that you're going to smash it. Mr. Blanky, thank you so much for joining the stream. Also, LM. Why not sell Salah for Mbeumo? Because I think that Salah is still a great option. I think that a lot of people are going to captain Salah, so I don't want to risk it that much. Considering that I think that Saka is not going to start against Bournemouth, I'm gonna keep the player who I think is going to start, Mohamed Salah. So yeah, that's an option to sell Salah, but I'm not prepared to go until the rest of the season without Salah. So that's pretty much my explanation. So Mr. Blanky, start Konsa and Munoz over Nico and Milenkovic. Uh, I don't know, you could start one of Milenkovic, maybe Milenkovic or Nico instead of Konsa, but I don't know, the chances for a clean sheet I think that are higher for Aston Villa than for Nottingham Forest. So yeah, I think that's okay to start Konsa and Munoz, although Konsa doesn't have any attacking threat compared to Nico Williams and Milenkovic. But yeah, if you're starting Munoz and Milenkovic, you're just going to hope for a 0-0 draw, and that's not really why we are picking Munoz. Okay, so a lot of questions are going in right now. Um, hey Denis, how are you? Should I sell Savinho? Hi Rishabh, thank you so much for joining. Now, if we get the leak that Savinho is going to start, we can keep him for one more week. And also he's going to play against Southampton in gameweek 36. So yeah, if you don't want to have Savinho, he's just a headache. Just sell him for Bowen and Belmo. There are a lot of better options. But if you can bench him like me, yeah, it's not a problem to bench him. So you have one free transfers, starters, Salah, Sar, Murphy, Saka. Okay. Any suggestion? I wanted to bring one of Mbeumo, Bowen, or Cunha. I think that Mbeumo and Bowen are the best transfers in for this game. Cunha not, because he's playing against City. I don't really like his entry point for Cunha this game. So I would try to buy Mbeumo if you can instead of Murphy or maybe Saka, because yeah, Saka, I don't know. I I don't think that's a bad idea to keep Saka on the bench if you can, but I really want to have Mbeumo for the next fixtures. I have somewhat the same lineup, but want to get rid of Savinho. Uh, yeah, I understand that. I I would love to have somebody else instead of Savinho too, like Bowen and Mbeumo. Hi Hogtua, thank you so much for joining the stream. Hey mate, who should I play one of? Burn, Munoz, and Wan Bissaka. I would play Munoz for sure from those. Another question I have got in Mbeumo in and looking to bring in Bowen for -4. Uh, yeah, that's fine, depending on which player you're going to sell. Personally, I don't think that selling someone like Sar to Bowen for -4 is worth it. But yeah, for the long term, for the future, I think that Bowen is a great pick. What's the rank you wish to be at the end of the season? Uh, inside 1k, 1000k, that would be great. Uh, I don't know if I can hope for a better rank, to be honest with you, than top 1k. Yeah, that's my target at the moment. Now I'm not sure if I can get to that, but I will try. If not, yeah, top 5, top 3, it's okay. It's decent, I think. Rajul, Parajuli, I got Sales, Robinson, Bourne, and Murphy. Should I use my bench booster weight? I think that Fulham are playing against Aston Villa. It really depends. Are you going to have a better bench in the next game mix? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Now, Sales obviously is going to play Leicester next game. It really depends which is your starting goalkeeper. Fulham, let's say Fulham are going to play Everton next game, so a better fixture. Newcastle are going to play Chelsea. Yeah, that's not amazing. So yeah, maybe just play your bench boost this game. If you have 4 players who you think that are going to get close to 90 minutes, that's okay, I think. Hi Fresh Fielder, thank you so much for joining. Good evening. And yeah, thanks a lot for joining. It really means a lot. I have enough money to go either as a Murphy for Belmo. Which should I sell? I would sell firstly Murphy because I think that Eze is a better pick than Murphy. Okay, so my cat is trying to stop my stream, I think. I don't know if you can hear him. Um, yeah, my rank, I got a green arrow crash fielder. So yeah, the free it worked. Now obviously the free it worked for pretty much everyone because so many players got so many points in gaming 34. But yeah, it worked for me also. Trippier, what a hero with 15 points. That was just amazing. And the funny part is, from day one, when I started to make my free, Trippier was always my first choice from Newcastle. Now a lot of people argued that maybe Livramento is a better pick, Burn maybe, but yeah, I know that I was lucky. Obviously, Trippier got 2 assists from 2 set pieces, but yeah, that's why I picked him. So Eze or Sar. Uh, I think that I would keep Eze and sell Sar, or play Eze and bench Sar, whatever you want to do with them. 43 likes. Thank you so much, guys, for the support. Now, probably you're going to see my cat. Okay. So maybe he's going to give you some good FPL advice, right? I'm not doing a really good job, I guess. Okay. Sorry, guys. Uh, yeah. Okay, Dante. It's time to calm down. Okay. Please do show us your cat. I don't know if you can see him. Uh, he's very lazy though. Look, Dante. Those are the guys who are watching me giving my opinion about football. He usually is not that friendly. Okay. Okay. Now, can you leave me to do the stream or not? Hmm? Okay, so you don't want. You don't want. Okay. Now, let me just move the camera a little bit. Okay. Now you can come here. Okay, so sorry for the interruption. Maybe some people are new on the streamer. Now are just asking themselves, what is this? An FPL stream with a cat. So let's see if we got any news about Manchester City. At the moment, no. I think that soon I'm going to make my transfer. He said you have only 20 minutes to transfer on Belmo for this game week. Yeah. Who would you play? Choose one of Munoz, Digne, or Livramento, and one of Eze or of Mateta. Or Mateta. Who would you play? Choose one. Sorry. um, I would play Munoz for sure instead of Digne. And now Digne has the better fixture, but with Digne, I'm not sure if he's going to start though. And Munoz is more attacking a little bit. So I think that I would still go for Munoz and one of Eze or Mateta. That's tough, but I would start Mateta because he's the number 9. Thoughts on Salah plus Savinho to Kevin De Bruyne and Mbeumo or Saka to Mbeumo and Bowen. So you're chasing. I guess LM. I don't know if that person ahead of you has Salah and Saka, but it depends if you want to sell Saka and Salah after all. So I think that Salah is better for the next 2 games, and maybe Saka is better for the last 2. Although Salah also in game week 38 is playing against Crystal Palace at home, which is a good fixture. The last game week of the season at home at Anfield, they will want to score a lot of goals. So I would just sell Saka if you want. If you can bench Saka, maybe I don't know. The effective ownership of Mohamed Salah is really high now. I get that you don't really care about overall ranking. You're just playing against your mate in mini league. In that case, it really depends on which player you think is going to score more points until the end of the season, Salah or Saka. Now I think that Salah has more chances to score more points, but I could be really wrong about that, obviously. Sar or Rogers, I think that I would go with Sar, TMM Cruz, but it's really close, and yeah, I don't think that it's a really big difference between them, but I know that a lot of people have this question, so we have 15 more minutes. I think that it's time for you to go down, Dante. I don't know if you can hear the boss of the house. No problem, LM. Thank you so much. Hi, Abdul. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Really appreciated. Sar or Murphy? I would start Sar for sure instead of Murphy. If Haaland returns, we'll have to transfer out Marmoush. Not necessarily. Probably, I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep Marmoush for next game week against Southampton. I think that's perfectly fine. And also, that doesn't mean that all of a sudden, uh, Marmoush is not going to start anymore, because we know that they can both play together. So yeah, with Man City early team news, I'm just trying to see now. Nothing yet. So don't uh, don't put higher hopes about us getting a lot of early team news from Man City, because the chances are not that great. So make sure your teams are lined up properly. So yeah. And yeah, if Haaland returns, the thing is with Haaland, I don't know if he's going to start against Southampton, because after that they're going to play in the FA Cup final against Crystal Palace. So they will want to have Haaland fit for that game. And if he's not going to play any minutes against Wolverhampton tonight, I just can't see it happening. So I don't think that Marmoush is a problem at the moment. Now, obviously, that diminished the appeal of Marmoush a little bit if Haaland is going to play alongside him, because Haaland is going to be on penalties for sure. So yeah, I think that at the moment I'm just going to do Saka Mbeumo, and yeah. I just saw something that Haaland doesn't start and Marmoush starts, so that's not really a big news. And also, I don't know if the source is really reliable. Um, is your captain Marmoush 100%? No, probably my captain is going to be Mbeumo. If you had Mbeumo, would you be tempted to captain him? I think that my captain is going to be Mbeumo, guys. I just didn't make my transfer yet. De Bruyne captain, John. I think that's a great option, but just wait a little bit to see if he's going to start. If we get any leaks, I think that he's okay. He's an okay captain, but it depends if you want to go different. So, guys, I just wait uh, 2 minutes, and I'm going to sell Saka to Belmo, because that's the only way to buy him. Um, so yeah, I think that I'm going to do that. Sadly, I don't think that Saka is going to start against Bournemouth. I would love to have him in Gaming 38, but let's see. Maybe I'm just going to buy him after that. Okay, so let's just do it. Thank you so much. 25 person on this live stream. It really means a lot to me, guys. Really appreciate it. Give a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you're new on this channel. Yeah, if you enjoyed the content, Thanks a lot for being here. I'm just going to make my move at the moment. So let's just refresh the page. I'm going to do Saka to Mbeumo. Yeah, Murphy or Elanga. I would start Murphy if you wanna play it safe. If not, if you're chasing, if you wanna go different, just go Elanga. Vince, thank you so much for joining. Jacob, Jan, Mateta Tuisa for -4. I don't think that's worth a -4 to be honest with you, Jacob, but again, I think that Tuisa is a better pick for this game week and for the next game weeks until the end of the season, but I'm not sure if it's worth a -4 for this game week in particular. Bone or Mbeumo, I think that Bone is a better pick slightly, but both are great for until the end of the season. Hi Owamara, hi Omide. Hello Denis, currently on 1.5 million rank. Thoughts on Merino to Bowen and Evan Nilsson to Vardy with 2 free transfer. I have we signed Isak already. I'm not really sure about Evan Nilsson to Vardy, but yeah, if you want to go super different, I think that's okay. The features are great for Vardy. Now, yeah, Merino to Bowen, I really like that move. If you have Wissa and Isak, yeah, I would like to have someone like Watkins maybe instead of Vardy if you have the funds, but if not, it's okay if you're chasing. Start Iwobi or Elanga. I would start Elanga, I think. My captain is on Salah, but I don't want to be boring. Watkins seems like a good choice, might put on him. Yeah, that could be okay. Saliba or Konsa, FPL guy, thanks so much for joining. Also Dev. I would play Saliba uh, over Konsa. Hey bro, great stream with no leaks on Savinho. Are you gonna bench him? I think that yes. With no leaks, I'm going to bench him. Even with the leaks, I'm not sure which player uh, I'm going to start. So yeah, let's just make the move uh, and get it over. Okay, so I think that I'm going to be boring and just captain Mbeumo. It is what it is, guys. Don't hate me. Yeah, I like Marmoush. I like Isak. I like pretty much those three are the best captaincy option for me from my point of view. But I, I don't know. Marmoush is playing tonight, and if he's going to blank, that's gonna be horrible. But obviously, we shouldn't think like that. So yeah. Um, so Mbeumo is going to be my captain, Marmoush my vice, Savinho on the bench. Let's just say if Savinho is going, we get the league, Savinho is starting, I will just start Savinho instead of Rogers. That's what I would do. Now, hopefully, I don't know, maybe the better outcome would be just to not get any leaks about Savinho and just for me to have him on my bench because I don't know. I don't really want to bench Rogers, but so what we know so far is that Marmoush starts and Haaland doesn't. That's the rumor we got for now. Hopefully, more to come. So Marmoush is starting, guys. If you're captaining him, he's starting. Haaland is not starting. That's good news for Marmoush cappers. Um, any news on Kevin De Bruyne? Not yet. A lot of people on Twitter are wanting wanting to get news for De Bruyne. No, we know just about Marmoush and Haaland at the moment. Okay, 45, 46 likes. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciated. You're amazing. Is Isak a good captain? Shout over Marmoush. Yeah, I think that all three, Mbeumo, Isak, Marmoush, all three are great captaincy option, and with all three you can argue about a lot of things. All three probably are on penalties. The fixtures are decent for all of them. They are now. Mbeumo is a midfielder. He's gonna get more points for goals, for clean sheets. So yeah, it's really close. Marmoush is playing for the best attacking team, maybe alongside Isak, obviously. So yeah, Savinho to Bowen for -4, and then bench Eze for Bowen. Now I think that I would just don't do that. I guess I don't like selling Savinho to Bowen for -4, to be honest with you, just to bench Eze. It doesn't feel great, but yeah, I understand if you want to do that. Um, 6 minutes. Nothing about De Bruyne. FPL Buffalo, thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. You're gonna get a green arrow this gaming, so congrats. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining my channel. It really means a lot. Belmo is definitely not boring. Good luck, even though he's playing against my club. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not saying that the fixture for Belmo is amazing. They are still going to play against Man United. I'm not expecting Brentford to beat United 3 or 4 nil. So I just don't think that's going to happen. Like some people could think. United, yes, are going to rotate. Some players they are going to play some kids, but still, I don't think that it's such an easy fixture for Brentford. Hi, Ashen Ayer, Watkins or Marmoush. I would play both of them, but if you're asking about captaincy, I think that I would captain Marmoush over Watkins, but both are great. Matey, who do I sell to bring in Belmo, Murphy, Eze, or Sar? So, Mr. Blanky, I told you that I think I would sell Murphy. If you have the money, I would sell Murphy uh, to Mbeumo. Now, if you want to get rid of one of your Crystal Palace players, then I would just sell Sar instead of Eze, Sar to Mbeumo, so that's okay. Would you start Sar over Kevin De Bruyne? No, I don't think so. Although we don't know if De Bruyne is going to start, but I would risk it with Kevin De Bruyne. I I just think that he's going to start, but obviously I could be wrong. Um, yeah, so no news. Sorry guys, but yeah, at the moment, nothing. We just know that Marmoush is starting and Haaland is not starting. I don't know if that's helping you, but that's what we have so far. Who would you start, Sar or Rogers? I answered this question a lot of time tonight. I think that I would start Sar, but honestly, it's really tough. I think that both are good options this gaming, and it's really close between Rogers and Sar. I just prefer Sar because his expected his goal rate is a little bit higher than Rogers. That's all. Should I assistant manager David Moyes? Uh, I mean, for this fixture, yeah, it's okay. If you don't want to go for Glasner or Pep Guardiola, yeah, I think that they are going to win against Ipswich Everton. 49 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Can we get to 50? That would be amazing. Hi, Michi Pisa, Habitish, Evanilson or Mateta. I would start Mateta for sure. Okay, so I'm starting Martinez. Good luck to me, I guess. Hopefully, Arsenal are not. I mean, it's not a problem if Arsenal are going to keep a clean sheet, but uh, hopefully, Aston Villa are also going to keep one. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciated all your support. Now, let me just refresh the team, make sure it's okay. I don't know, when it's time to lock in the team, I get really nervous about to try to not make any mistake with my bench, with my starting 11. So yeah, Kivier, Munoz, Guardiol, Mbeumo, Salah, Sarr, Rogers. Yeah, let's see if we got anything left. No news on Manchester City. Probably we're gonna get it with 30 seconds to play or something like that. So if you're not prepared to risk it, just leave your team as it is and don't worry too much about it. Uh, 2 minutes, 1 minute and a half till the deadline. Kevin De Bruyne is starting. Savinho is on the bench, guys. So I'm gonna repeat it again. De Bruyne is starting. Savinho is on the bench. Andrei Rodulescu, thank you so much for subscribing. You're gonna get the green arrow. It really means a lot to me, and yeah, I really appreciate it. So, guys, Kevin De Bruyne is starting. Savinho is on the bench. So make sure you uh, pick your fighters. I'm gonna put Savinho second on my bench. Uh, okay. Okay, so I lost my team. I took a risk and went with Salah captain. I wouldn't call that a risk, Abedingo, but good luck. Now, hopefully, this was my team, right? Now, I think that I don't know if I got to put Savinho second on my bench because the site crashed, I think, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. Yeah, so Kevin De Bruyne is starting. I lost my team, sadly. Yeah, this was my team right here. Yeah, really wild. We got the news about Manchester City just last minute, but Kevin De Bruyne is starting. From what we know now, obviously that's not a guaranteed, but yeah, you can. Usually they are correct. The Man City leakers. Uh, Savinho is on the bench. So what a waste of a transfer was Savinho on my wildcard in Game Week 30. Now I don't know. Maybe he's going to start against Southampton in Game Week 36. That would be awesome. Um, but yeah, if we go here, yeah, this is the account. So they are pretty much correct. Usually FPL main road. Kevin De Bruyne is starting. Savinho is on the bench. So good luck, everyone. Raul or Rahul or Raul, I don't know how to call your name, honestly. Sorry if I pronounced it wrongly. Uh, I don't know if you have had the time to buy Kevin De Bruyne, but he's starting. So you bought De Bruyne just before deadline. Good luck, all. Is he also your captain, or you didn't go that far? So yeah, good luck. I think that De Bruyne, honestly, I think that he's going to do all right tonight. I have a feeling. So yeah, good luck, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I'm think that I'm gonna remain here a little bit to see if we get any more news about Manchester City, but then I'm going to leave the stream. If you wanna leave, I wish you a good weekend, everyone. Thank you so much for turning to the stream for such a big period of time, almost 3 hours. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Leave a like on your way out. Subscribe to this channel if you're new. Thanks a lot for the support. Good luck for top 1K, Dennis. Thank you so much, Florin. Thanks a lot for um, being on the stream. And yeah, I wish to see you soon. And yeah, good luck and have a nice weekend, guys. Captain Salah, good luck, Raul. Um, Thank you, Dennis. All the best. Thank you so much, Samuel, for being here. But I think it will be selling Savino next week. Can't watch 6 million on bench doing nothing. Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to get a league, then Savino is going to start against Southampton. Maybe I'm going to give him one more chance. But at the moment, really frustrating pick for me. He was good for me in a sense. He scored 9 points in game week 30 when I wildcarded him in. He got an assist and 3 bonus points, so that was amazing. But after that, it was just horrible. So thanks, bro, for all your help. Good luck with your rank. You deserve the top 1K. Thank you so much, Abeningo Padayashe. Really appreciated. Yeah, it really means a lot. Thank you so much for being here. Nice one, Dennis. Good luck with breaking into top 1K. That would be amazing. But either way, guys, I'm happy with my rank. I'm happy that you enjoy my stream, my content. Please let me know if you uh, want me to change something. Where can I improve a little bit, because obviously there are things where I can improve. Now I'm trying to do better. So yeah, I put in a lot of content this week. It's not easy, but I enjoy doing it. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be helpful for at least a few people. If my content is going to be helpful for some people, I'm happy. I'm enjoying myself. Um, okay, so Harry, I see he kept Saka. Nice. Thanks a lot, guys. 52 likes. That's a record for this year. I think that this is my fifth or sixth stream this season. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. My eighth stream this year, and that's a record for now. So, yeah, really happy. Thanks a lot. Ah, it's time to enjoy the weekend a little bit, guys. And yeah, good luck. Is anyone captaining Kevin De Bruyne or Marmoush? Has anyone De Bruyne or Marmoush captain tonight? Good luck to you if that's the case. You are amazing, mate. Thank you so much, Rahul. That means a lot now, because obviously I know that my content is not the best, or I don't know. Maybe I'm underestimated me a little bit, but I'm just trying to give my opinion. Obviously, I'm not a football expert or something like that. I'm just trying to give my opinion on uh, Premier League English football in general. So yeah, but yeah, it means a lot that you give me those nice words. It helps me keep going and improving my content. That's what I'm trying to do. Marmoush, I have captain. Hopefully he does well. Well, hopefully for you, uh, he's going to be great. Now, not too great. Hopefully, Marmoush is not going to score a hat trick. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious about the effective ownership of these players this game week. So yeah. Okay, as we're here, I'm just going to make a post here um, with my team. Oops. Okay. I was tempted to, but I changed it to Salah last minute. Keep up the great content. Thank you so much, Padayashi. Really appreciated. So yeah, in 5 minutes, I think that we're gonna get the official lineup for Manchester City, and then probably I'm gonna end the stream if you don't have anything left to question me now. Obviously, we're gonna have just 3 more deadline streams this season, so yeah, there's not much into it. But from next season, I'm going to be from the beginning here. So guys, if you uh yeah wanna see my content, then yeah, I'm going to be here. Don't worry. Um, what is my rank? 1.4, let's say. Although it's more likely 1.5, but yeah, it is what it is. Saka Mbeumo was my transfer. So good luck, everyone who are, uh, but not everyone who is ahead of me, because I want to get into that top 1K. So yeah, just joking. Okay. So we don't have the lineup yet, but soon, I guess. So yeah, probably we know that Vardiol and players like that, they are going to start. So no need to worry about that too much. Okay, so yeah, I don't really know what to show you guys because now the FPL site is not working, obviously, and the uh, Quad FPL app is not working for now. We're just gonna wait in silence for 3 minutes and then whoops. So this was my team for this gaming. Now I'm not sure if I had the time to. Yes, Kevin De Bruyne is was leaked to start, Michael. But now in 2 minutes we're gonna get the official confirmation or something like that. I think so. Yeah, but it's looking like Kevin De Bruyne is starting, Marmoush is starting, Haaland is not starting, and Savinho is on the bench. So this is what we know so far. This was my team. I'm not sure if I had the time to put Livramento instead of Savinho first on the bench. That's what I tried to do. Hopefully, Mbeumo is my captain. Hopefully, it saved. But this was my team for this game week. Now, let's see. I tried to go a little bit different with Martinez in goal instead of Raya. I don't know. I hope that it's not going to backfire too much. How many chips do you have left? That's the thing. I don't have any other chips left, so that's why it's not gonna be easy for me to break into that top 1k. But it's not impossible. Now, obviously, I don't want to take too much risks, so because I don't want to drop also, so it's sensible to be at this rank is not. It's tough because maybe you want to go super different to try to get uh, 500 or 100 uh, rank, but there is also the risk to drop even more. So I'm trying to be a little bit different, but not too different, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think that Mbeumo is still going to get me something, even if a lot of people I think are going to captain him. Um, so yeah, now we should get the lineup in a second. When is the best time to play my bench boost? If you didn't use it this game week, probably next game week. The best time to play your bench boost is as early as you can because we don't have a lot of game weeks left. Some injuries can happen. Some players might get rotated. So I would advise you to use it when you have, I don't know, 3 or 4 players who you know they are going to start at least, or maybe three. Okay, so Iron Man City playing at. Okay, we have the team. Let's see. So Ederson, Nunez, Diaz, Guardiola, Riley. So Nunez is playing some right back role, I guess. Gundogan, De Bruyne is starting, guys. Kovacic, Bernardo, Doku, Marmoush. Okay, that's interesting. So Doku is on the left, Bernardo on the right with De Bruyne in the middle. Um, yeah, Haaland is on the bench. Okay, Savinho on the bench, Foden. Now that's big news for Gaming 36 because if Haaland is fit for Southampton, uh, yeah, I will be really tempted to buy him now. Obviously, that's not gonna be easy, but yeah, it's not for everyone. I want to use my assistant manager, but my team is so bad I can't think of spending money on manager. You can use your assistant manager, just I mean, you need to free some funds to do that, but you can just use it on Pep Guardiola and just not change it. So Haaland is back, guys. He's on the bench. I wasn't expected him to be on the bench. So yeah, maybe he's going to be fit for Southampton. Hopefully, KDB and Marmoush blank. I'm very nervous. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about not having the possibility to get Haaland next game week. Uh, so yeah, I don't know if I want to take a -4 to do that. But let's see. Let's see how many minutes Haaland is going to play. Maybe they are not gonna risk him too much against Southampton also before the FA Cup final. So we need to see. But yeah. Okay, so I think that I'm gonna leave it here. This was my Gaming 35 deadline stream. Thank you so much again, guys, for being here. It really means a lot to me. Leave a like on your way out. Subscribe to this channel if you're new. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, I want to wish you a great weekend with your friends. Uh, yeah, I don't know really what to say, so I'm just gonna leave it here because I'm just going to ramble a lot. I'm gonna see you next week for my weekly videos, for my gaming 36 deadline stream. So yeah, thank you so much, brother. Have a great weekend, great stream, Dennis. Good luck, everyone. This gaming, and I'm gonna see you soon. See ya.